All right, guys, tonight we're going to run through some really quick licensing tips and appointment tips, appointment setting tips. And so I put those first. That way, if there's any questions, we get to all that, and then like the bonuses and incentive stuff, I can send that out later. But really, like what we're going to focus on tonight is appointment setting because it's the most important thing you can ever do, right? Because if you never figure out how to set an appointment, you're not really ever going to get to the other stuff. Okay. And that's making money. Because if you can't set an appointment and you can't get on an appointment with somebody, you're definitely not going to make any money. All right. So super important to do that. Also, super important is licensing. If you never pass your license and you never get that actual license, you're not legal to actually make money. I mean, you can make some money off the referral stuff, but like not the kind of money that you guys came here to make. All right. So let's kick this off really quick. I'm gonna hit the screen share. We'll get this going. And guys, if you have any questions, like don't hesitate. Okay. So we're gonna start with some licensing tips. Biggest thing that I can tell you guys when it comes to licensing is that your exam FX, your you can pass, if you're doing the online curriculum, it's like a textbook, right? Just get through that thing as fast as humanly possible. Get through it, get exposed to the material. Listen, if you're spending 2, 3, 4, 5 hours in one chapter, you're taking way too long because that one chapter is like 15, maybe 20% of the actual state exam. You could probably get almost every question wrong on that chapter on the state exam and still pass your license. Are you with me on that? Like, don't get bogged down on that. Just get through the material because you're actually going to study for the test and practice for the test by taking the test, right? In some states, you have three versions. Like in Florida, you have a practice exam, a certificate exam, and a readiness exam. Most states, you have a practice exam and a readiness exam. Okay. There's still two versions of the test for you to take. Technically, still three because the practice test can be taken in two modes. You can take a practice test in a study mode where you click an answer, you get immediate feedback. It tells you to right, wrong, shows you where to find the information, or you can take the practice test in test mode. No feedback until the end. You click submit, you get a final score, right? So it just depends on how you want to practice and how you're studying. Listen, I tell people all the time, if you're getting stuck on a certain chapter, just look up the answer before you take the quiz or look it up on the side or Google it on the side, Google it with your phone, whatever. It's still studying. It's better for you to actually get through the material and not get mentally beaten down than to just sit there and try to feel like you have to be perfect because you don't. Okay. Trust me, guys, you only need a 70% on the actual exam to pass. You don't have to be perfect. Okay. In the orientation packet, there's a great spot for you guys to see like how to like navigate into get into some of the licensing education material that's in POL. Do that after you're done with exam FX. Okay. I generally don't even show people that until they're close to being done with exam FX because they're going to go away from the thing that is the state requirement and just studying stuff that's in POL. It's not wrong. You're just missing the first step. Okay. So we do everything in exam FX or you can pass first if that's how you're doing your license. I'm going to show you guys where to go in POL, but it's also in the orientation packet. Shows you exactly how to get there, but I'm going to walk you through it tonight here in a second. Okay. Just, you got to just do it, right? At some point, you have to rip off the Band-Aid and just schedule the exam and go take it. You have to. Because if you keep saying, oh, I need more time to study, I need more time to study, you don't. Because you will forever need more time to study. Hear my heart. You will never feel 100% ready for any test that you're going to take in this business. Whether it's a life insurance, any of the investment exams, you're never going to feel ready, but you will be prepared. Does that make sense? Right? There's a difference. You won't feel ready, but you're going to be prepared. So at some point, as soon as you're done with your readiness exam and your pre-licensing complete, you need to just schedule your exam. Just schedule it. Give yourself about 3, 4, 5 days, depending on your work schedule or whatever else you got going on, and schedule the thing. Because what's the worst thing that happens? You fail it. Who cares? Go take it again. You got to see it the first time. You know exactly what it looks like. Oh well, right? Let me set you free, guys. Probably 60, 75% of the people that take that life exam don't pass it the first time. And it's not because you don't know the information. It's usually because you had some serious testing anxiety and you went in with some sort of jitters and you changed a bunch of answers. So it didn't make it onto this screen, but here's the last one. If you select an answer, do not change it unless you find the answer later in the test. Because your gut is 99% right when it comes to that stuff. Okay. And literally, like, unless you find the answer somewhere later and you're going back and reviewing questions, do not change it. Okay. So before I jump over to POL, any questions on any of this right now? You can unmute yourself. You can put up a Zoom hand, anything. This is just us, right? So it's not like a Tuesday. Okay. Let me jump over to the POL really fast. Let me change the share. I'll just do the whole desktop, make life easier. So guys, this is Primerica Online. Okay, when you go here for the first time, especially for those of you that are not licensed, it's going to look like your app, even on your computer. So I'm going to show you how to do it straight from the app as well, right? So, and if you're on your computer right now, pull it up, right? Your app is going to load first. Come over here, click these three lines, and then scroll down, and you're going to see a spot over here that says Primerica Online, right? When you see Primerica Online, if you click that from your app, it's going to take you here. Right? All of these gray letter boxes up here, these are all drop-down menus. So these will all take you places. If we were looking up stuff for life licensing, well, let's go to the one for life licensing, get your life license. And then there's two sort of boxes, right? Licensing and then education. If you need to know how to do steps for your license, like how do I schedule my fingerprints? How do I schedule my exam, right? Over here under licensing, come in here, pick your state, right? I'm looking at Sierra right now, so I'm going to go to Virginia, right? You go to Virginia, and you're a Virginia resident, and so you click resident life licensing. You're a resident state. Like there's an entire list, right? Right here. Register for life class. We already do that for you. You pay for your state exam up front, and it's reimbursable, or we can get you a voucher. To get a voucher, you have to get a 75% on the readiness exam, and then you can schedule your exam for free. Pretty cool. Some states won't let you use the voucher system. You just have to pay for the exam, and then when you pass, you get reimbursed. That goes for every state. Okay. You have to fill out some paperwork. As we get closer to you, like taking your exam, reach out to your trainer guys and say, hey, I'm almost ready. Noah mentioned something about paperwork. So what do I need to do? Right. It's all in your app as well. If you go into your app and scroll down a little bit, there's a spot that says outstanding documents. There's some stuff you can't upload, right? You can't upload a pass notice until you've done it. You can't upload fingerprints until you've done it. So don't stress. Don't look at it and say, oh God, I got to do all this stuff. Here's how you schedule for your fingerprints. There's a website, you go schedule it. Everything is in here. Okay. If you forget how to do this stuff, it's okay. It's okay. Reach out to your trainer. We'll always help you. Which brings up a great point. If you reach out for help, somebody is going to help you. I like hand to whatever God you believe in. If you reach out for help, somebody's going to help. Okay. We are never going to leave you high and dry. And also never sit around like just going, what do I do? Just ask. Somebody will answer. Okay. So that's licensing. Here's the education side. For some of you, this might be helpful up front just to kind of get ahead of some of the material. So Sierra, I'm still looking at you. So let's go to Virginia again. The layout is the same for every state. Okay. Every state, the layout is the exact same. So pick your state and then go to study resources. Okay. There are live review sessions that go on all the time. Now, every state's going to be different, right? So live review sessions, check it out. There's ones on, well, we missed the last one. So the next one's May 7th, right? Every week they run, and here's the times. It's right there, right? There's the live ones. If you can't make those for whatever reason, well, great. Here's 3 different ones that are pre-recorded. You can review the entire curriculum in 3 hours. Each one of these is about 55 to an hour, right? If you're having trouble with just little stuff, go here, topic specific. For some of you that are stuck in like chapter 2 of your curriculum that talks about the different types of policies and that sort of thing, well, guess what? Go here. 1, 2, 3, 4 different versions of listening to someone talk about policies, and you can be done with it in 17, 18 minutes. 20 minutes, you can have a full review of all the different types of policies. Another one that's going to kick your guys' butts, I promise you, will be annuities. It's just a little more complicated, right? It's okay. Come review it. And again, 17 minutes roughly, you can get through all of the annuities. It's just a way to get a different look at all the material from like a different perspective. Hear somebody say it, watch somebody teach it. Okay. Any questions on any of this before I move on? And if you guys forget, this is the orientation packet that I just had everybody download. It's all in here. Okay. Tells you right here, life licensing, pre-licensing education, pick your state, path, resources, everything you need. It's all in there. Okay. But if you forget, we will help you. I promise. All right. Can't see the chat. Hang on. Hang on. All right. Okay. Yeah. Webb's is, yeah, Alabama does not give a voucher. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for that. But you scheduled it and you passed. So when you're appointed, you're going to get reimbursed. Okay. All right. Let's jump back over here really quick. If there's no other questions on licensing, we're going to jump into appointment stuff. All right. Appointment setting tips. If you started your waiting list with your trainer, which hopefully you should have anywhere between 5 to 10 to 20 names on there. What that was though, guys, is the beginning of a 1,000 name list. That list is alive, right? You're putting people on, taking people off, putting people on, taking people off constantly. Whoever you think would be good for us to sit down and show this to is who we should be putting on that list. Notice what the word that I chose. I said show this to. Guys, if we sit down with somebody and they don't become a client, that's okay. It's more important that they have a better idea and understanding of what you're doing, and they're able to, like, in the future, send you some referrals. There's only two types of appointments you can go on, right? Ones where you learn or ones where you earn. That's it, right? Now, do we want them to become clients? Absolutely. Sometimes you're going to sit down with people, though, that can't afford it. In that case, we ask them if we can help them save some money on something they're already spending money on. Give them an option to call Answer Financial. Maybe we can save them some money on their life insurance or on their home and auto insurance. Let's take a look and figure out what their taxes. I sat with a lady the other day. Her husband's claiming zero. So he's paying like an extra $550 a month in federal income tax when he should be claiming 3 or 4, which would have dropped their tax almost to nothing for the month. But they get like an $8,000 or $9,000 refund check every year. I said, that's because you're paying too much in taxes. You should not be doing that. You're giving the government a free loan. Let's not do that. So this is what makes us different than just a regular life insurance company, guys. We are here as like financial professionals, and we're here to help, right? For real. For some of you, this is the one that you're going to have to probably work the hardest at. You have to figure out your script, right? There are a bunch of different scripts floating around out there. There is one in the orientation packet that's pretty simple. Use that as the foundation of your script, and you can make it a little bit personal, but try not to tweak it too much. Okay. Ian used to always say, look, I should be able to come over and like wake you up with a bucket of water and put a gun to your head, and you could set an appointment with me like out of your sleep. That's how well you should be able to do this. Okay. Once you've done it more than once, you're gonna be like, oh, well, I did it and I didn't die. Right. You'll be okay. You'll be okay, right? But even if you feel like you're gonna die, do it, right? You're ready. Just start calling your people, right? They're your people, and be totally honest, even if you feel like you're going to puke, right? If it's the first time you're doing it, Sierra, and you're like, oh God, listen, like, Frank, just let me get through this, right? I'm nervous. I'm probably going to puke. Don't interrupt me. Just let me get through this, okay? He's gonna be like, yeah, girl, whatever you need. Because it's your people, right? It's your mom, your brother, your dad, your sister, your best friend. Those are the people that I want you guys to start with, because those are your easy 3, your easy 5, however many you want to think about. We want you to go into it successful. I don't want you calling someone that you haven't talked to in 13 years just so that they can like blow you off and hang up on you. I don't want that. No, you need easy wins. You need quick wins. Okay? You need quick wins. When you're making that call, you need to have a trainer's calendar available. Ideally, whoever is your direct field trainer, so that's either me, Angela, Haley, Matt, Serena's helping right now, but she's not licensed. So those other four, like those are like the big ones, right? Have one of those people's calendars available because you can't set an appointment on a calendar that you don't have, right? You're just going to pencil them in. And if something changes, well, great, make a call and we'll change it. Okay. But you're going to be the one that books the appointment. Here's what I hear a lot of people doing. They're like, yeah, I texted them and I sent them their calendar. Wrong answer. They're never going to click it. They're never going to book it, right? If they're doing you a favor, you need to make that whole process as easy as possible on them. Hey, like Sierra, as far as us getting together, like when's better for you? Like today or tomorrow? Tomorrow or the next day? Weekday or weekend? Guys, those are yes options all day long. If you sit there and you ask somebody, hey, what's your schedule like this week? They're going to be like, bro, I don't know. I'm so busy. I can't see straight. Call me next year. That's what they're going to say. But if you just give somebody options, like weekday or weekend, what's better? They're going to pick one. I promise you, they will pick one. Okay. Guys, the easiest apps for promotions and for training are these right here. Your easy three. Start with yourself. Think about it as sort of like an oxygen mask, right? Who do they tell you to put the oxygen mask first on a plane? Like your nephew or yourself? Yourself, right? Because if all of a sudden you're passed out, you ain't helping nobody. And in reality, you should see this for yourself first, really before you go out calling a bunch of people. Because if they say, hey, well, what is it? You know, I don't know. Just get on. It doesn't really convey a lot of confidence, right? But if they say, well, what is it? And you say, hey, I'm getting licensed for, financial services with Primerica. I'd love to just show you what we're doing. If you can use it, great. And if not, that's okay too. I would just need you to know, I would want you to feel comfortable referring me in the future. And you can't really do that if you don't know what I'm doing. Am I right? Perfect. So as far as us getting together, it's on Zoom. It's super simple. When's better? Like tomorrow or Saturday? And wait for an answer. And if you ask the question and you talk first, you lose. Ask the question and be quiet, right? So as far as getting together, what's better, Saturday or Sunday? And just wait. Make it awkward, right? Make it awkward. But that's it. And then if they give it, every time they give it to you, keep giving them back a yes response, right? Yes response. Saturday, perfect. You want like afternoon or evening, morning or afternoon, whatever you think is going to work for you and them, right? And then, oh, it didn't go in there. Okay. This one right here. You book the appointment and you confirm the appointment. Okay. This is a huge one because a lot of people seem to be forgetting that these are like, they're your appointments, guys. So if you booked it, I want you, one, you have to be there. Two, it's a lot better coming from you confirming with the client or prospective client than it is one of us, right? They know you, it's your phone. They already have it programmed and saved in their phone, most likely. You confirm it. Whenever you're booking the appointment, make sure you're always adding yourself as a guest on the free client or free financial quote like box. Okay. So that's super important. Any questions on appointment stuff right now? Sierra, go for it. Oh no. I saw little hand points. Quick question.
I sent it in the chat, but I said, what do we do in the event that someone doesn't mind to set an appointment, but they're indifferent as far as like date or time? So like,
Pick whatever works for you.
okay, cool.
If they don't care what time, perfect. I mean, listen, if you're talking to somebody and they don't care what time, I would immediately go in Telegram and say, hey, are any field trainers available right now? Because if they don't care what date or time it is, like
Put them on the spot.
put them on the spot. Like, hey, I could probably get somebody for you in like 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay.
Are you good just hanging out and we can chat and then we'll go from there?
Okay.
I mean, why not, right? Why not? What if you don't have people you know to call? Jade, that's a good question. Um, I would say everybody has somebody to call, right? So, Jade, who do you like think about like this? Who's your best friend? Do you have parents? Do you have a spouse? Do you have siblings? I can't see Jade. I don't know where she's at. She's in here somewhere.
But what if you know,
Jade, I think your connection is super laggy. You can go ahead and type though. You can try. Hit me up after this. Hit me up after this and we'll talk. But guys, listen, I promise you, everybody has someone to call. I promise you. There we go. Angela reads my mind all the time. Here's a memory jogger, right? Let me see if I can get this thing to load. It never works. There we go. Can you guys see
I
this
also
memory
put it
jogger?
in Telegram, Noah.
I know you're the best. Thank you. Thank you. So this memory jogger, right? Coworkers, an old boss, your partner, a janitor, security, like who, if you're going down this list, who literally comes to your mind when you say coworker, when you say boss, partner, janitor, security? Like there's so many on here. This is crazy, right? Trust me, there are people on here that you have probably forgotten about, like man, pharmacist, flower shop, health spa, UPS, delivers milk, all sorts of people on here that you can start thinking about, right? And down here, the people that will need your help, this is just a different version of macho, right? Because they put it out of order for some reason. I wish they wouldn't have, but they did. Married, age 25 to 55 is sort of like the real sweet spot, but anybody from 18 to 70 can be a client, right? There's kids involved, they're homeowners, and they have a job. That's macho, but just in a bad format. Okay. That's okay. Sheila, that's fine. I know who it's with, right? But it does bring up a good point as far as like you may not get the reminders and everything though. So here's another important thing. Put it in your own calendar no matter what. So if you view booking page on free quote, guys, anything that's in blue has an appointment available still. So click it, pick a time. If you're picking a time, try to pick it at the top of the hour. So like 10, 11, 12, just because it makes the calendars cleaner and it frees up other slots, right? So 10 o'clock, the client's name and email goes up here. This little button right here where it says add guest is where you would add your guest email. You're the guest. Okay. They're the client. You're the guest. I'll get the information regardless. Everybody's calendar looks like this. Okay. Whether you're using mine, Matt's, Haley's, Angela's, anybody else that has a calendar, they all look like this. Okay. Questions on that? Anything? Okay. Good, good, good. Let's jump over to some incentives really quick, guys. Right now, some of the biggest ones going on are all going to be tied around the East Coast Builder School. Right now, and put in the Zoom chat, who does not know anything about East Coast Builder School? Put in the chat. Everybody knows everything about the Builder School? Sierra's got that confused look on her face. She don't know about the Builder School. Okay, listen. So here's what it is, guys. May 16th and 17th, we pretty much every 4 months we run one, right? It's not every quarter, it's like every 4 months. Down here in Clearwater, Florida, we put on a huge event, talking thousands of people are going to come here, and it's essentially like a business conference, right? We have 7 different $1 million a year earners in the business that are going to be teaching. Other speakers are going to be speaking as well, people that are, higher producers. So, I mean, Andy and Brittany, our coaches, Jim and Kimberly Meyer, John Lavin, Ortiz's, like all of these people make more than $1 million a year in Primerica in the exact same business that you're a part of. Okay. Now, right now, if you went and bought a ticket off of that scanner, it's going to be 35 bucks. Don't do that. I bought a bank of tickets earlier, right? There's still, I think, at least 10 left. Even if you had to buy one, it would only be 25 bucks. I would give you the code, use this code when you book the ticket, and I will give you the discount code. If you're going to buy a ticket, text me before you buy the ticket, okay? Because the ticket will be free when you do it through the website, then you would just send me 25 bucks. So you save money still because that's what I paid for the ticket when I bought it in bulk. But guys, 16th, 17th, and it's Zoom friendly, right? Even if you can't get down here to Florida, that's okay. It's still going to be Zoom friendly. The whole thing will be streamed. The whole thing is recorded. You get a copy of the recording and access to it constantly. And if you're coming down, and if you're coming in person, you're going to want to wear red line black on Saturday, right? So just a black t-shirt, black polo. Angela just dropped the swag shop in there. It's whatever you want. If you don't want a red line shirt, that's fine. Just wear black. It's okay, right? Matt's already decked out. He's feeling himself. It's good. But for this event, right? Any app gets you into a very special coaching session at the East Coast Builder School, right? Not to mention, I'm throwing this back out there. If you do an app right now before month end, I'll give you your ticket for free. If you just get some training booked and somebody closes a life app and it processes, meaning they get coverage, your bonus is going to move, I'll give you your ticket for free. Okay. If you want one and you just want to buy it, $25. But if you just want to do some training, book a training appointment. I'll give you your ticket for free. All right. Until they run out. You also get into Millionaires in Training. This is a special thing. We've never done this before. It's sort of like a version of our RVP locker room. The locker room is like direct, pretty sometimes kind of brutal coaching, right? But it's stuff that needs to be said. And we've never opened it up to anyone but RVPs and above before, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it this time. So we're calling it Millionaires in Training. Because if you didn't know, once you become a regional vice president, Primerica flies you up to home office. They put you up in a bougie, like winery, resort, chalet thing, and you spend a weekend just getting trained by millionaires. It's called MIT. It's pretty cool. We're doing MIT down for ECBS this year. Any app, guys, any single life app that you do will get you a slot in here, even if you're just doing Zoom. Okay? Questions on any of this so far? Nothing? Okay. Here's the other thing going on. You stay in the mansion, right? There's 2 more spots opening up. This is purely premium driven. And whether you're a trainee or a licensed writing rep, you both get credit. Okay. You both get credit. We'll post it out in band. Don't worry about that, right? And it counts for the trainee and the licensed agent. So two more people can earn a stay in the house because people that won it last time are not coming for whatever reason. So there's 2 slots opening up. If you want to compete, reach out, right? Oh, it went behind it. Hold on. I'll just get rid of this picture. It's pretty cool. Andy and Brittany booked a pretty baller Airbnb for the Red Line Mansion. It's kind of ridiculous, right? So yeah, and Matt was the like golden lottery ticket winner from last time. His name went in, right? Because there's always lottery entries, right? So somebody can win. Not on this one. This one's purely premium driven, but 2 lottery winners last time. Our boy Matt won one of them, so he gets to stay. Pretty cool. Hanging out with the other winners. A couple of RVPs will probably be in there as well. All right. Here's the incentives that are still going on for the last like week of April. Okay. If you came into the business in April, you have 30 days to bank an extra $50 into your bonus account. All you have to do is complete your pre-licensing. You don't have to pass, you don't have to schedule, you just have to complete pre-licensing. So that means all your chapters and your either readiness or certificate exam. Okay. Basically, it's called Go Green. You'll see it on your app, like everything will be green. It'll say pre-license complete. If you do that in your first 30 days of April coming in, like even if you just came in today, you still have 30 days to do it. So it's kind of cool. It's 30 days from the day you came in. You bank an extra $50, right? I always say, look, if you're going to do it anyway, just go a little bit faster. Why wouldn't you go a little bit faster for extra money? I would, right? There's more bonuses going on right now. This is the bonuses for home and auto and commercial insurance, right? As soon as you do 3 referrals, right? So like Angel, she just did one for herself, saved herself some money. So you count, like doing your own counts. She saved herself some money and got paid for it. Now, if she does another one, she'll get paid for that. And then if she does a third one, she'll make an extra 75 in a bonus. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, no, I'm in South Carolina. I'm in Virginia. I can't get paid. Yes, you can. Because if you hit 3, you're going to hit the bonus. The bonus has nothing to do with what state you're in. Who cares? See if you can save somebody some money. Guys, what better way would there be to introduce your business to somebody than if you said, "Hey, if I could save you some money in your home and auto, man, do you think you would make a 20-minute phone call?" Probably say, "Yeah, why not? Let me try." Give them the number, give them your discount code, which is just your rep ID, and see what happens. The worst thing that happens is they find out that what they've got is pretty good and we can't save them any money. But on average, if we can save somebody money on even just their car insurance, they're going to save probably about 650 bucks a year. It's about 52 bucks a month, 55, right? They save some decent money. Now, for most people, you save them 50 bucks a month, they're just going to go spend it. It's like, dude, if I just saved you 50 bucks a month, that's that life insurance policy that you were unsure about how you're going to pay for it. Now we can get you something. You were already spending the money anyway. Let's get you something better for it. Right? Any questions on this, guys? It goes for another week. Goes for another week. You could still get going, right? And for those of you that live in gray states like Angel, let me bring this up, and this is in your orientation packet. If you live in that gray state, right? Or if you know clients that live in a gray state, even better. Angel, that's amazing, right? Girl, get all those people calling. Be like, guys, hey, listen, if you're gonna call, it would really be good for me if you called prior, like if you called like today, like like right now. Not right now, they're closed. But like tomorrow, I would reach out to all those people and put some urgency on that because if they're gonna call, like just give them your story. Be like, guys, I called and saved so much money, right? Perfect. But look at all these gray states, guys. Any client that lives in any of these gray states, if they call and switch, you get paid. It's $100 for an auto referral, 90-ish for home. Pretty cool, right? So this is in that orientation packet. You don't need to write all this down. You don't need to take screenshots. Just go download the orientation packet. It's all in there. The number for Answer Financials right here, right? And if you would rather just text somebody, like if they're like, oh yeah, like that's cool, man. Can you just shoot me some info? The easiest thing to do is send the Answer Financial like text thing that we use because it's going to have all of your information in it. And then you just put your rep ID in there as well. Angela, can you drop that in Telegram? That's the easiest way to do it. Now, if you're having a conversation, right? Don't worry about showing them all of this, right? You know where they live. All they need to know is the phone number and what discount code to use. Yours. Okay. Right now, I'm not even worried about the colors because the bonus is tied to your one discount code. So do that. Okay. So that was home and auto. Now we're going to talk Legal Shield. So Legal Shield is personal legal protection, right? That's the PLPP. That's how we do wills, trust, powers of attorney, all that sort of thing. If you refer yourself, you can get paid unless you're in South Carolina. South Carolina, you can't do it. South Carolina, you have to have a special license. You have to be life licensed and then have a special legal license. Haley and Jessica Mead both have the legal license, right? So if you need something and you're in one of their downlines, reach out to them. They can do it for you. Okay. They can definitely do it for you. Angela just put the Answer Financial info in the chat and then she'll drop it in the Telegram as well because once I close this, that'll be gone. But guys, if you know somebody that needs a will, right? Which right now, do me a favor, put it in the Zoom chat. Do you have a will? No, no, no. Keep going. No, 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 no. It's a lot of no's, guys. If you don't have a will and you can get paid for referring yourself, and right, and same thing, if you do 3 personal sales, you get set up for a bonus. If you don't have one yet, might be high time to start looking at that because if you can get paid for doing it for yourself, right? A regular will with Legal Shield, like on the basic plan, is $30 a month, covers you and your spouse, right? You guys can both do it. The next plan up is like the middle plan. I think it's 39 or something. That covers the entire household, minor kids as well. Just saying. We've had one do it. I told everybody, look, if we hit 10 this month, I'll reimburse everybody that did one for your first month. Because if we hit 10, I'll do it because I mean, it's a bonus. Plus, you're gonna get a bonus. So here's the cool one though. Vivint. This is the one that can pay you a grip because every 2 successful Vivint installations, you get an extra 250 bonus. So let's run the math on this. Your first Vivint install, you're going to make 250. Your second one, you're going to make 250 plus another 250 bonus. That's 750 bucks for getting 2 people to install Vivint. And if you're new and you go watch the $200 new rep bonus within your first 30 days of signing up, right? POL products, Vivint home security incentives. I'll walk through that in a second. Go watch this video and then you get somebody to do it. Guys, you're talking $950 for 2 people installing Vivint. Does anybody else want to make $1,000 helping 2 people get a Vivint system? That's kind of crazy. I have never ever in my life seen Vivint this powerful for income. Every 2, right? Now hear me on this. If you do a Vivint install, you get the 250. If you do a second Vivint install, you're going to make another 250 for your normal commission, plus another 250 in a bonus. Right now, if you're brand new and you go watch this video, you're going to have an opportunity for another $200 incentive. Okay, so back to Primerica Online. We go to products. Come down here to Vivint. Incentives. Right here. New rep bonus. Right? And then what else we got over here? There's a video. And then here's the videos. New rep incentive. Click it, watch it. They track it somehow in the back on your rep ID. And then when you do it, there you go. Vivint is easy. Guys, if somebody wanted to have a like smart home solution, doorbells, security cameras, right? Home automation, everything in here is what a lot of people do anyway. They just do it with like Ring or ADT or something like that. Vivint's great, right? And if they don't have something and they want it, pretty cool. Especially if somebody just moved into a new house or they moved into a new place. You can even do this in apartments. Apartment installs count too. Never knew that, but somebody did. Somebody referred somebody for an apartment, and they do it for apartments. So I think, yep, that was the end of the slide deck. So right now, what questions do you guys have? Anything that I can clarify that we went over tonight, right?
There's a question in the chat, Noah. For Legal Shield, is there a minimum number of months required? If I remember, you can sign up, do what you need to, and then you can essentially cancel it after the first month, right?
You can.
Yeah.
The commission that you get for referring yourself is charge backable, right? So you could sign up, get all your documents done, and then cancel the service, and then you would still have the documents, right? Those would still be yours, but you wouldn't be able to update them. You wouldn't be able to do any of that if you cancel the service. If you
Does that answer it for you, Andrea?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I actually have somebody that's looking into it.
Good.
So we've been going over certain things that Legal Shield offers, and that was one of the questions was, is it something that she would have to sign a contract for to continue to do it for so many months or so many years? And I told her that I would ask this evening in our meeting.
Yeah, I mean, ideally it's for 12 months. And
Okay.
when you think about it, with all of the stuff that the Legal Shield offers, it's actually it's pretty amazing. Here, let me pull it up. This is
Right.
So here's the new one, guys. So legal protection with Primerica, and I'll drop these in Telegram so you guys have them as well. But let's see. Look at all of this stuff. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Here we go. So the lowest plan is 30 bucks a month. The highest plan is 50, right? The middle plan is kind of where most people land because it covers you, your spouse, and eligible dependents, right? Advice and consultations. They'll do legal research, letters and phone calls on your behalf. Like, how many of you guys have ever had like some sort of contractor screwing you around, and then all of a sudden you send something from a lawyer's office, and then all of a sudden they magically start moving faster? It's weird what happens when people start getting stuff from a lawyer's office, right? They'll review documents for you. They will prepare, like, there's will preparation, powers of attorney, living will, basic trust, right? Now, the trust is new and it's not free, right? It's not included. It's at a much like cheaper price than you would pay somewhere else, right? Probate services. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with, somebody's like estate going into probate, but it is a pain. Lease assistance, uncontested separations, uncontested divorces, minor adoptions, pre and post nuptials. Look at like name changes, traffic tickets. This is a big one. Guys, if you get a traffic ticket, right, they will like help you fight that ticket. And there's a lot of like Andy has used this multiple times, right? And he's never paid for a ticket because they fight it and they make it go away. I don't know how, but they do, right? And then, I mean, if you needed something that that Legal Shield doesn't offer or cover, you get a discount for lawyers, right? Pretty cool. But if you cancel it, you lose it. If you do the documents and you have the documents and you're good, well, God bless. I can't force you to keep it. You just lose access to the stuff, right? That's it. Pretty simple. What else? Any other questions, guys? I don't want to keep you all
I
night.
have one. I have one more, Noah.
Yeah, go for it.
And once, once they cancel it, is that it? They can't go back into Legal Shield? I think I remember hearing that at a meeting before.
That I would have to find out. So most likely, and
Mhm.
the reason that they wouldn't probably allow you to do that is because like you'd be paying for a month, turn it off, and then turn it right back on when
Right.
you update a
Yeah.
document, and then like it's a lot of churning, right?
Right.
So in reality, I mean, if somebody sees the importance of having it, it's just one of those things that just leave it. And you probably spend more than 30 bucks a month on subscription streaming services that you don't even use.
Yeah. Even the highest plan, the $50 a month, if you price it out to 2 years, it's still cheaper than a retainer fee. And that's not even getting started with any of the legal fees, the filing fees, and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
that's where I was talking to her about that. But that was just one question she had was, was there a certain amount of time that she had to keep it? And wasn't there something in there about child support as far as like, because they're looking at needing to do like child support reduction. And I thought I had heard something about our Legal Shield helping with that at one time. I want to say when someone else was running a meeting.
I mean, it's possible. It could have been one of those things that that Vanessa covered, and it was just like a testimonial.
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
that
and like
was what it
there's an
was.
app, it's all there. It's definitely one of those things that you could like if you needed a lawyer, right? You get discounts off of a lawyer that's within sort of like a HMO plan for Legal Shield, right?
Mhm.
But for lawyers.
Okay.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
discounts.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
I think that's it now.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, for sure. And guys, that's why Thursday nights are so cool, right? Like it's a smaller group. Like we can open it up, ask questions. It's not like we're dealing with a couple hundred people that are gonna like be talking and yelling all over each other. So a little smaller, a little more intimate. But yeah, pretty easy. If you get a ticket, you cannot get PLPP and then try to submit a ticket was prior. Yes, that is correct, Haley. Like if you already got the ticket before you had Legal Shield, they're not like retroactively. It's not gonna happen. Right? You need to have it prior to. prior to.
Yeah, they won't fix a ticket from way back then, but I don't know if your question is if there's something on his record that you were wanting to kind of take off, if that's where you were going with that question.
Hmm.
That may be something that they could look into it as far as if it's like on your insurance as well. They may be able to send something to like the DMV to get it taken off or whatever.
Yeah.
So if that's where you were going with that question, it could be a possibility. So they're not going to fix the ticket and like not go on his record because it's already there. Yes, I called to find out. So um thanks Haley for blasting me on that one.
That's how we all know.
If it's in there and insurance wise, like they may be able to help with that as well. That
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah, they might like the
I'll
ticket
find
might not
out.
go away, but they might be able to
Let
get
us know.
taken off.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Noah, there was a commercial event question. Do we offer that, or is it only for residential? Do you know off the top of your head?
I believe they will do commercial. I mean, at the end of the day, it's an install and they're going to have more than 2 cameras. So,
Would it be the same contact info?
Mhm. Yeah, you're still gonna, yeah, you still just go to a Vivint rep. Still just go to a Vivint rep. And here, guys, I'll show you one more time, like where to go find everything. So in PLPP, on POL, up here at the top, go to products and then scroll down to the thing that you want, right? Vivint, PLPP is what we're talking about right now. If you have questions about auto and home stuff, right, you can go here. You can spend, but there's so much information. It's wild, right? Let's see. Resources and materials. Here's the client brochure for Vivint. Download, and I'll drop both of these in the chat here in a second. But check it out. I mean, you're talking like some pretty high-end tech, right? As far as like cameras and doorbells and home monitoring and smart locks and everything else, pretty cool. Pretty cool. And yes, they will do this for like a commercial install as well. But I'll drop these in. And then the phone number is the same, right? You just give your client the phone number. Make sure you give them your discount code, your rep ID. And honestly, the Doorbell Pro camera counts as one of the cameras that have to be there for the 2 camera minimum. So if they just wanted a doorbell and 1 camera, that counts, right? That counts. What else, guys? Did I miss anything else in the chat? So yes, you can do commercial install. Yes, you can install if you rent. Just so you know. I didn't know the renting thing until like a month ago. I didn't think I didn't think it counted. But when you do it, you're essentially like you're getting the system, right? So pretty easy. Pretty easy. Well, guys, hey, if that's it, I'll let everybody go early. Do me a favor though. If you have questions, ask in Telegram. One, it keeps the chat alive, right? People are writing, commenting and stuff in there. It's way more fun when it's not just me and Angela and Matt and Haley, when it's everybody. That's your chat, guys. That's your digital office, right? If you have questions, everyone's allowed to ask questions in there. And I promise you, you're not the only one with that question. Okay. If it's like a personal thing between you and your trainer, right? Take that offline. But if it's a question that everyone would benefit from, ask it. Ask it. It's okay. Engage. I highly encourage it. Okay. So guys, we got month end. This will be the last thing. We got 8 days left, and we're at about 10,000 in premium. So life premium that we've done by 19 or 20 new teammates, right? New recruits. We should at least be at 20 by 20. So big push over the next few days is going to be like premium focused, right? Appointment setting, client appointments, and then we'll transition back into focusing on bringing and building, right? But the push for the next week is definitely going to be premium focused. Okay. So think hard about those client appointments that we can get on. Who do we need to show this to? Guys, if we never show your business to anybody, can we ever help you build a referral-based business? Not really. I mean, if you think about it, like if it was a restaurant and you never invited anyone to come eat at the restaurant, would you ever really make a whole lot of food sales? Probably not, because if people have no idea what it's like, they're never coming back or they're never even coming in the first place, right? So what I want you guys to think about tonight is if you opened a restaurant Saturday, Saturday is opening night. Who are you going to call starting tomorrow to come down on Saturday to pack the place out? Like, who would you call? Who would you pick up the phone and call if they were going to come down just to eat some food? Friends, coworkers, parents. Bernardo, you crushed it, brother. Exactly. Everybody. So what's different? What's different? You just want them to come check it out. Just come check it out. If they like it, great. If they don't tell anybody, right? But if you like it, go tell a bunch of people, right? Go tell a bunch of people, right? If you don't like it, don't tell anybody, please. If you do like it, tell a lot of people. This is the same way to think about it, right? It's the exact same way to think about it. And because if you keep all the information yourself, one, you're never going to put me in front of somebody or your trainer in front of somebody and let us like blow their mind with everything that we do. Guys, I can't even tell you how many people I have sat in front of in the past that thought they were doing the right thing with their current coverage or whatever. And I showed them what we could do, and they were like, whoa. One person's parents were paying almost $200 a month for like $30,000 in whole life coverage. For the same price, I got each of them covered for $250,000, and I covered all like 9 of their grandkids. Do you think they were happy? Pretty happy, right? And here's the crazy thing. Before we even got on the appointment, that agent said, well, my parents just did this like a year ago. They're all set. They don't need this. I said, I don't care what they need. They need to see it because they're your biggest supporters outside of your spouse. I just want to show them what you're doing. If they don't need it when they come, I'll tell them. Trust me, if they're all set, I promise you, I will tell them they're all set. Is that fair? She was like, yeah, I guess so. I said, cool. Just ask for a favor. Just say you need some training. And then we'll go over it. That was it. Right? That was it. And to this day, they're still one of like the biggest success stories I think I've ever had. To take them from like 30,000 in collective coverage combined to $500,000 plus the all grandkids covered. Insane. Insane, right? But you never know what people have going on. So if people tell you they're all set, affirm, answer, close, right? Sheila, listen, I love that you guys are all set. That's totally okay. I still need some training regardless. Would you just be open to sitting down and helping me get some training in? It would just really help me out. Yeah? Awesome. I knew I could count on you. Thank you. When's better, Friday or Saturday? Saturday. You want to do like in the morning or the afternoon? What's better? Afternoon? Cool. Like 3 or 4. I'll pencil you in right now. 4 o'clock? Guys, that's it. That's it. A bunch of yes questions. Have a calendar up and open and book it. Okay. And if you are looking at it and there's not a spot open, text the person that you're trying to book with. Be like, hey, I'm trying to find a spot for 4 o'clock on a Saturday. That's not going to work. Sheila, you did a great job the other night. You said, hey, can you do 4? I said, no, I can do 5. Perfect. Take it. Here you go. Text, right? Guys, communication is key in this business. Whether it's with a client or with your upline, your regional vice president, me, I will always answer. I promise you, any of you that have ever texted this phone, you have gotten a response. Usually pretty quick. I am very responsive unless I'm in a meeting, right? Why? Because I'm your lifeline. I know you don't know what's going on. That's okay. That's what it looks like in the beginning. And until you've seen it enough, that's okay. And you'll never know if you don't plug in. So you guys are the real ones, right? We started like 21, 22. There's 18 of you left. It's good. It's good. And we're still early. So do me a favor, guys. Go in Telegram. Tell everybody they missed it. I'll get the recording up and out here in a little bit. That way, because it's got to like process. So we're going to stop the